What is going on, guys? My name is Stuber, and I'm here to break down two of my favorite plays on Prizepicks.com. If you guys are new here, welcome. If you guys are a returning viewer, welcome back. You know, yesterday we had a pretty solid day overall. LaMelo Ball clearing his fantasy score easily. If you guys follow me on Twitter, we got over the rebounds as well. That cleared pretty easy, even though it came right down to the wire, and then he ended up surpassing it by 3 rebounds, and then the Anthony Simons over 4.5 assists hits pretty easily. He only gets 5 assists, but like the game before, he had 16 potential assists. 2 games ago, he had 16 potential assists, only came away with 5 assists. Last game, he had 14 potential assists and came away with 5 again. Pretty incredible. Get this man some shooters, and his assists are going to be through the roof. You know, something to note moving forward, just because he is handling the ball so much. Obviously, the next game that they play, they will likely have Eric Bledsoe, Josh Hart playing for the first time for them. So, you know, the ball handling responsibilities are going to be a bit out of his hands, a bit less than they were, or a bit more rather, than they have in the previous 2 games, but I can almost guarantee they're going to set the line at 4.5 again, and I'm going to be slamming the over on that. But I have 2 plays today that I think there is some severe value on. If you look at the other books across the industry, you're getting some crazy value on Prizepicks. If you guys want to tail me over here, make sure to sign up at deposit using code Taylor, Taylor, for a 100% match bonus up to $100. And again, if you guys want to know exactly what I'm playing on Prizepicks, DraftKings, and FanDuel.com, you guys can join me on my Patreon. That is linked down below. $25 a month. I think it's a pretty damn good deal. And yeah, I don't just play these plays. I play many plays throughout the day. And I make sure to post them in the Patreon. But let's just jump right into it. So both these plays come in the same game, which is something I enjoy doing just from a viewing experience. It is going to be in this Washington Wizards versus Brooklyn Nets game. You know, both these teams have recently made trades, so their teams are going to be relatively short-handed, which is going to bump the production and minutes of some of these guys. And it's only a 1.5 point spread in favor of the Washington Wizards, so this game should be competitive. An average over under at 217.5, but I think that's plenty of points to get what we need done in this game. That first play is going to be Kyrie Irving over 26.5 points. You know, go back to the beginning of last year, take off James Harden, take off Kevin Durant and Karis LeVert. Kyrie Irving has a 34.1% usage rating, and he's going to be shooting a ton today. We've seen how discombobulated this team is when he was out, as well as James Harden, who is obviously not on the team anymore. So Kyrie's going to be leaned on heavily in this game. I would not be the slightest bit surprised if he ended up coming out of here with a 40% plus usage rating. His over 26.5 points is currently minus 145 over here on DraftKings Sportsbook, and so you're getting incredible value over here. Typically when a play is minus 145 like this on Prizepicks, they'll bump it up to like 27.5, maybe 28 points. So we're getting some pretty significant value at 26.5 points. If you look at cleaning the glass, where the Washington Wizards really get beat up at, it's in the non-corner threes and at the rim. We know Kyrie Irving likes to get to the rim. We know that the majority of his 3-point shots come from non-corner. He doesn't really shoot corner threes, just because he's getting the ball at the top of the key most of the time. So, you know, 2 of his most frequent shots are coming at the weakest parts of the Washington Wizards defense. And over the past couple of months, you know, contrary to the beginning of the year, the Wizards were playing really slow, but recently they have been playing much faster. Now they're without Spencer Dinwiddie, a guy who can kind of slow things down. And, you know, I think this game ends up running a bit faster pace than we're used to. So I love the Kyrie Irving over 26.5 points. And I'm going to be pairing that with Thomas Bryant. I'm going to be pairing that with Thomas Bryant over 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now, this play, I do not imagine will be up for very long. So if you're going to get on this play, now is the time to do so. They did just bump it up on DraftKings Sportsbook to 19.5. So we're getting 2 full points value, you know, even juice on the over and the under. So, you know, 17.5 seems very enticing. You're facing a Brooklyn Nets defense who has been good on the year, but, you know, over the past months, they have really fallen defensively. And the Washington Wizards, Daniel Gafford is still in health and safety protocols, and they also just traded Montrezl Harrell. So Thomas Bryant is the lone big man there. Now the Wizards will play small, especially in this matchup against the Brooklyn Nets. But I think Thomas Bryant, I think he has the conditioning to play 26-28 minutes, which is definitely enough to get 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists done. So that's the official play today. It's going to be Thomas Bryant over 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists, pairing that with Kyrie Irving over 26.5 points. If you guys follow me on Twitter or my Patreon, I'll make sure to post some more plays over there. But as of right now, both these plays are in the same exact game. Locks at 6:40 p.m. Central Time. Best of luck tonight, guys, and until next time, peace.